damn it! What's the problem now?
I'm getting weird temperature readings. I think the Animus is overheating.
Christ, it's always something! How long?
Too soon to tell.
These delays are unacceptable, Miss Stillman. I want progress reports every hour.
It's gonna be a while, Desmond. Why don't you go lie down or something? Get some rest.
What the hell? Someone's been in here. Looks like some kind of access code.
Rise and shine. We've got quite a day ahead of us.
You're in a good mood this morning.
Miss Stillman has made some modifications to the Animus. You should be able to remain inside even longer now.
And help you with your treasure hunt.
This is serious business, Mr. Miles. I don't think you fully appreciate the work that Abstergo does.
Maybe because I don't actually know what you people do.
We change the world. Every day, in 100 different ways. Did you know that nearly every single breakthrough of the past millennia, be it medical, mechanical, or philosophical, has come from Abstergo or its predecessors?
That's a bold claim, Doc. Think you might be exaggerating a bit?
Not in the slightest. Oh, we certainly don't take the credit. That would arouse far too much suspicion. We choose our beneficiaries with great care.
Why?
Isn't it obvious? It means we're in control.
But how? What makes you guys so special, so smart? That you happen to invent all these things while us mere mortals stumble around like idiots?
To be fair, we don't invent them. We find them.
Find them?
They're gifts, Mr. Miles. From those who came before. We'll have to continue this discussion later. Time's wasting.
Morning, Desmond.
Yeah. Hi.
Use throwing knives to deal with distant enemies.
Come in, Altair. You've done well. 3 of the 9 lay dead, and for this you have my thanks. But do not think to rest upon your laurels. Your work has just begun.
I am yours to command, Master.
King Richard, emboldened by his victory at Acre, prepares to move south towards Jerusalem. Salah-ad-Din is surely aware of this, and so he gathers his men before the broken citadel of Arsuf.
Would you have me kill them both, then? End their war before it begins in earnest?
No. To do so would scatter their forces and subject the realm to the bloodlust of 10,000 aimless warriors. It will be many days before they meet, and while they march, they do not fight. You must concern yourself with a more immediate threat. The men who pretend to govern in their absence.
Give me names and I'll give you blood.
So I will. Abun Nukud, the wealthiest man in Damas. Majduddin, regent of Jerusalem. William of Montferrat, liege lord of Acre.
What are their crimes?
Greed, arrogance, the slaughter of innocents. Walk amongst the people of their cities. You'll learn the secrets of their sins. Do not doubt that these men are obstacles to the peace we seek.
Then they will die.
Another of your items is restored. Take it. See that it is put to good use. Return to me as each man falls, that we might better understand their intentions. And Altair, take care. Your recent work has likely attracted the attention of the city guard. They'll be more suspicious than they've been in the past.
Altair, it seems my students do not fully understand what it is to wield the blade. Perhaps you could show them what you know. You must be busy. I understand.
You will die here!
You must be busy. I understand.
Where is he off to?
Should you enter a fistfight, guards will not interfere, but drawing your weapon will turn them hostile.
Dirty thief! I'll have your hand for that!
The fires of war consume!
Dirty thief! I'll have your hand for I'll have your hand for that!
I wonder if he's being chased by someone.
What's got into him?
Where is he going? Be more careful.
I wonder what is up.
I'll have your hand for that! Die, thief!
Teach your heresy elsewhere.
Thief! You are filth!
Why are you doing this? What have I done? I think I've seen everything now.
هل أصابه الجنون؟ هل تحتاج شيئا ما؟ Did you see the order? He wants us to repair a stage for another execution. Today!
It's the one at the western edge of Solomon's Temple. I was on my way just now.
So much death.
Worried that our true leader might return and bring a measure of justice to this city.
Yes, and not this mockery Majd Addin parades before us.
How? How does something like this happen?
Everyone appointed in Salah ad-Din's stead is met with an untimely end. And now, the position falls to him. He, who was once nothing more than the Emir's scribe.
How convenient. It would not surprise me to learn he was behind these accidents.
Shh! If the guards hear us, we'll be taken for treason. Executed on the very platform we have to repair. Come, let us return to work.
Take yourself from my sight. Are you a friend of mine? No?
You dare steal in my presence? That will cost you your life!
He's going to hurt someone. I know it.
He seems to be
Altair. I meant to meet a contact nearby, but the guards seem to have it in for me. Every time I leave here, I'm attacked and forced to flee. I'm simply not the fighter I once was. Would you be willing to see me safely to my destination?
Gözünüzü dört açın, geri dönecek.
I beg of you. I beg of you, just a few coins, please. No, you don't understand.
Die,
I have
infidel!
no-
This will end badly.
Dirty thief, I'll have your hand for that! God Almighty, you dare steal in my presence? That will cost you your life!
Now comes the English king and his infidel army. Leave now and I'll let you live. Salah ad-Din rides to meet him. Pay for your sins. Infidel king would see us all wiped from the world. We must resist. We must push back. You're a dead man.
Help! He's attacking me! Somebody do something!
I will catch you.
Good. I should be safe here. They won't dare spill blood in front of a holy place. In the chaos, I managed to grab this from one of the guards. Perhaps it'll be of use to you.
Who's responsible for this?
Curse the Christian king and his army of infidels.
Ow!
There! I'll have your head! I'll chase you down! Get out of my way! Filthy heretic! You'll never have mercy on your soul! God, save me! This is terrible.
Be wary, friends! The Shaitan is everywhere! Watching, waiting! He tempts us always! Be strong! Strong like Salah ad-Din!
What is he doing?
And take up arms against our enemies! In whatever way you can! South comes the English king and his infidel army. They leave horrors in their wake. Salah ad-Din rides to meet him, that these barbarous acts might be avenged. Pray that God, glorious and exalted is he, finds favor with us, that he may grant us victory. I stand before you to deliver a warning. Should Richard take Jaffa, there will be no stopping him. He will march on Jerusalem next.
Bother someone else.
We must end this before it has a chance to begin.
Please be
That
more careful.
city is ours, has always been ours. And it is our duty to defend it until death. The Crusaders must be destroyed. Curse him! Open your eyes! Your king and his army of infidels! They go against the will of God!
Don't be سأقطع يديك جزاء ذلك!
That hurts! Stop it, please!
Hırsızlık yapmanın cezası ölümdür.
لص حقير! سأقطع يديك
What have
جزاء
I done
ذلك!
wrong? Tell me, please!
Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun? Beni yenemeyeceksin.
Get him!
Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun? Pes ediyorum.
Praise God, you've saved me. All the city will know of your sacrifice.
Someone send for help! Yeah! Another one! Prepare yourself!
ما الذي يجعله pester someone else?
What is that fool doing? Is there a reason for him to do that?
هل هناك سبب لسلوكه الأحمق؟
I'm so hungry. Just a little strange man.
What is that fool doing? Is there a reason for him to do that?
Someone should stop him before he could that man sitting dying. Could you spare a few coins? A few coins. All I ask is for a few coins.
It's forbidden for you to be here. Away with you. Die!
What's he running from?
Watch carefully those around you. Those you think you know so well.
I'll have your hand for that!
None of us is above temptation.
Won't anyone help me?
Contrary to the law.
Thieves! You are...
You again, Grandmaster. Safety and peace. I'm so glad to see you. In these troubled times, they ask me to prove myself. But I feel so inadequate when I compare myself to you. I must kill 2 of Mujduddin's men without a fight. Could you show me the way? I would be forever grateful, and share a very interesting story with you.
You dare steal in my presence? That will cost you your life!
Stop it, please! You're hurting me!
You dare steal in my presence? That will cost you your life! You dare steal in my presence? That will cost you your life!
Please, stop it, please! No, please don't leave! Just
Thief! You are... Watch what you're doing!
What got him in such a hurry? Now why would he be in such a rush?
You are the best the clan has ever seen. Here is my story, Master. I was cleaning the temple steps. I overheard two scholars praising how easy it was for them to pass the soldiers guarding the entrance of the execution plaza. If you time your entry properly, they could provide a nice distraction for the guards. But I am sure that with your wisdom, you knew that already.
Thief! You are filth!
That hurts! Stop it, please! What have I done wrong?
What's got into him?
He seems to be
Do
in a
I
rush.
look like a merchant? No. So go away.
I wonder where he's off. He's going to hurt someone. No, please don't leave. Just a few coins. My. Well, you...
What a fool.
What do you want?
I wonder if he's being chased by someone.
So comes the
How
English
reckless
king
can
and
one
his
get?
infidel army.
Thief! You are
They leave
filth!
horrors in their wake.
Yes,
Why
come,
are you
come.
doing
Hadin
this? What have I
rides
done?
to meet him, that these barbarous acts might be avenged.
What news, novice?
I am not a novice.
A man's skill is defined by his actions, not the markings on his robe.
We can trade barbs or do Al-Muallim's work. It's your decision.
Then be out with it.
Al-Muallim has asked that Majduddin be slain. He is to hold a public execution not far from here. It's sure to be well guarded, but nothing I can't handle. I know what to do.
And that is why you remain a novice in my eyes. You cannot know anything, only suspect. You must expect to be wrong, to have overlooked something. Anticipate, Altair. How many times must I remind you of this?
Are we done?
Not quite. There is one more thing. One of the men to be executed is a brother. One of us. Al-Mulim wishes for him to be saved. Do not worry about the actual rescue. My men will take care of that. But you must ensure Majduddin does not take his life. Don't foul this, Altair. Time is of the essence.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
You dare steal in my presence?
Please,
That
I've
will
done
cost...
nothing
Let
wrong.
go of me! I've done nothing wrong!
Look! Die, thief!
Why would anyone do that? Why would he got him so bothered? I wonder what he's up to.
A few coins. All I ask is for a few coins.
What is it?
Officer! Cover your head! أنت تتبع طريق الضلال!
Yes!
This will end badly. He's murderer! You killed him!
Over here!
Show mercy!
Just a few coins, please.
Silence! I demand silence! People of Jerusalem,
Hear me well! I stand here today to deliver a warning. There are malcontents among you. They sow the seeds of discontent, hoping to lead you astray. Tell me, is this what you desire? To be mired in deceit and sin? To live your lives in fear?
No, we do not, never.
Then you wish to take action?
We do. Fight us.
Your devotion pleases me. This evil must be purged. Only then can we hope to be redeemed.
This is not justice!
You've no right to do that! Who do you take yourself for?
And all of you stand idle, complicit in this crime.
God curse you all! See how the evil of one man spreads to corrupt others? They sought to instill fear and doubt within you, but I will keep you safe. Here now are four filled with sin. The harlot, the thief, the gambler, the heretic. Let God's judgment be brought down upon them all! Temptress! Succubus!
Please don't leave.
Whore!
Just a few coins, please.
Kill him!
ولكنك لن تنتصر. لن تفلت مني أيها المرتد. لا توقف عن الجري. لن تهرب. إنه ينهك نفسه. لن تفلت مني. كيف آتي إليك؟
Help! He's attacking me! Stop!
سأنال منه.
Guards, kill him!
سأطاردك. توقف عن الجري. لن تهرب.
Your work here is finished.
No, no! It had only just begun!
Tell me, what's your part in all of this? Do you intend to defend yourself as the others have and explain away your evil deeds?
The Brotherhood wanted the city. I wanted power. There was an opportunity.
An opportunity to murder innocents.
Not so innocent. Dissident voices cut deep as steel. They disrupt order. In this, I do agree with the Brotherhood.
You'd kill people simply for believing differently than you.
Of course not. I killed them because I could. Because it was fun. Do you know what it feels like to determine another man's fate? And did you see the way the people cheered? The way they feared me? I was like a god. You'd have done the same if you could. Such power.
Once, perhaps. But then I learned what becomes of those who lift themselves above others.
And what is that?
Here, let me show you.
Don't kill me! Help! Help!
You need something?
He's attacking me! Somebody do something!
Run, old man. He's going to hurt himself. When he does, I won't help him.
You are
There is no reason for doing that.
Die, Steve!
He's helped us always. Be strong.
Jerusalem needs a new ruler.
So I have heard.
What's this? No words of wisdom for me? Surely I have failed in some spectacular fashion.
You performed as an Assassiyun should. No more, no less. That you expect praise for merely doing as told, however, troubles me.
It seems everything I do troubles you.
Reflect on that. But do so on your way back to Masyaf. Your work here is done.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Comes the English king and his infidel army. They leave horrors in their wake. Al-Hadid rides to meet him, that these barbarous acts might be avenged.
The short blade is best for quickly fending off multiple enemies.
Come, Altair. Speak with me a moment.
As you wish.
Word has reached me of your success. You've my gratitude and that of the realm. Freeing these cities from their corrupt leaders will no doubt promote the cause of peace.
Can you really be so sure?
The means by which men rule are reflected in their people. As you cleanse the cities of corruption, you heal the hearts and minds of those who live within.
Our enemies would disagree.
What do you mean?
Each man I've slain has confessed strange words to me. They are without regret. Even in death they seem confident of their success. Though they do not admit it directly, there is a tie that binds them. I'm sure of it.
There is a difference, Altair, between what we are told to be true and what we see to be true. Most men do not bother to make the distinction. It is simpler that way. But as an assassin, it is your nature to notice, to question.
Then what is it that connects these men?
Ah, but as an assassin, it is also your duty to still these thoughts and trust in your master. For there can be no true peace without order, and order requires authority.
You speak in circles, Master. You commend me for being aware, then ask me not to be. Which is it?
The question will be answered when you no longer need to ask it.
I assume you called me here for more than just a lecture.
Very well. A rank and weapon are again restored to you. 2 more leaders remain. Go and see to it that their rule is ended.
Altair, it seems my students do not fully understand what it is to wield the blade. Perhaps you could show them what you know. Perfect. You must be busy. I understand.
ends now.
You must be busy. I understand. Focus on your target. Let nothing distract you.
When you are exposed, tackle people who are in your way to maintain momentum, and utilize your sprint ability when the path is clear.
Wer hat das getan? Zeigt euch! Who's responsible for this? Where's the one responsible for this? Höre den Zorn Gottes! Komm zurück! Ich bin die Rache Gottes! Dreckiger Feigling! Komm zurück! Bewegung!
Stop it, please! I beg of you!
Ala Rislik!
Höre den Zorn Gottes! Bin die Rache Gottes! Du magst es nicht!
I'll have your
Höre den Zorn Gottes! Verteidigt! Wird deine Strafe nicht entkommen! In die Rache Gottes!
Praise God, you've saved me! All the city will know of your sacrifice! Goodness, what happened here?
Make room!
You ever see someone do that before? I haven't.
Who did this? Who did this? Show yourself!
They let you come and go as you please. I thought the fortress was closed to all.
Aye, but William wishes to have repairs completed as soon as possible. It's been to our advantage.
The perfect cover. It's clever.
Anyway, I've finished my report and should deliver it.
For once, it seems things might go our way, and not by accident.
Well, the Bible does say God helps those who help themselves.
Nah, it doesn't, actually. That's from one of Aesop's fables. The Bible says quite the opposite, in fact. Many passages of being patient and faithful and waiting for the Lord to decide if he wishes to assist.
Well, I say we've waited long enough.
You'll hear no argument from me.
Very well. I'm off then.
You should have kept your hands to yourself. God! Thief! Oh!
Ah! Mets-toi à genoux et implore mon pardon.
So we've a murderer nearby. Where's the one responsible for this? Damn, he got away.
Lui tranquille.
Now, wouldn't it be funny if he hurt himself?
Hear ye! For today only,
Family's
I
sick and
decided
dying.
to reduce
Could you spare a few coins?
I've never seen someone do that before. Ah, you've come to the right place. There's no better merchant than
wird
I.
mit dem Tode bestraft.
You'll not find better items elsewhere.
Maudit voleur.
I've got what you need, I'm sure of it. Only take a look. See if I'm not right.
We are too soft with our enemy. With one hand we engage them, but the other tries to embrace. What good could come of this when a king cannot decide what he truly wants? But William knows. If you would only listen. Stand up, friends. Do not allow yourselves to be sent to slaughter based on the whims and wishes of an uncertain king. We must rely on men who are stronger in their convictions. Men like William of Montferrat.
The Holy Land to spread the message of our Lord, but they turned away. They refused to accept him as their savior. These men hold evil in their hearts, and so blessed Richard, king and savior, now stands against them, defending us from their wicked ways.
I do not wish to be disturbed.
Stay strong, citizens.
Remain fixed in your beliefs, though the road is long and your trials many. Know that God watches over you. It is His hand that guides our warriors to victory.
What have I done?
First in Acre, soon in Kashmir.
Somebody help me!
Be not afraid. Fear and doubt are the weapons of our enemies. Do not listen to their lies. Poison
That was unwise.
Never have I seen such insolence.
I can kill you with my eyes closed.
Stop! Enough! Enough! What is it you want? Gold? I've a few pieces on me. Take them. Take them and go.
It's not gold I seek, but information.
I know nothing.
You know William. Tell me how to reach him.
It's impossible. He meets at the king.
And when will the king be gone?
Today. But it won't help you. They're sure to argue, and then William will retire to lecture the soldiers. So it always goes. Richard berates William. William berates his men. He won't see you.
I already told you. I need to see William. I never said he needs to see me.
Then our business is done.
Not yet, I'm afraid. There's one last thing I need from you.
What is it?
Your life.
Be strong. Stand firm. Do not give up. A plague upon Saladin. A plague upon his people. We came in peace to the Holy Land to spread the message of our Lord, but they turned away. They refused to accept him as their savior. These men hold evil in their hearts, and so blessed Richard, as savior, now stands against them, defending us from their wicked ways. Be not afraid. Fear and doubt are the weapons of our enemies. Do not listen to their
Safety and peace, brother. Although it seems I'll be receiving neither. Serves me right, I suppose. Got a bit careless, and now William sent his bowmen after me. I deal with them myself, but to be honest, I lack the skill. Would you be willing to seek them out and kill them? I might have something useful for you, were you to accept. But be careful not to let them see you.
is ask. And so I say to you, repent! Lay down before him and confess
What the hell do you
your
want?
sins. He will forgive, such is his nature. And beg forgiveness we must, for only when our hearts and minds are cleansed can victory be assured.
Why is he doing that?
Be strong, stand firm. Do not give up. Without our support, Richard and his men cannot help.
Why would anyone want to do that?
You're a dead man! Don't lose him! Learn that fighting never stops. Kill me! Someone stand before someone gets hurt.
You're mine! Now.
I
You should know that. Pick your gun.
give up!
You'll be dead soon. Out of my damn way!
Höre den Zorn Gottes!
You won't get away from me!
Guards, that man just killed someone.
He just killed someone.
The Saracens are routed at every turn. We cast them out of Acre and pushed them from the countryside. Now they retreat to the south, begging Saladin to save them. But he will not succeed, for none can withstand the might of King Abdullah. He is graced by God.
What happened here?
These are dark days.
You've no reason to be here. Leave now.
The archers still live, Altair. Return to me when this is no longer the case.
What can make someone move so quickly?
Stay strong, citizens. Remain in your beliefs, though the road is long.
All right, then. Where are you? Assassin! Come no further.
How dare you! God,
Save me from this madman! He's trying to kill me! Death to the assassins! You think you can outrun me?
To spread the message of our Lord, but they turned away. They refused to accept him as their savior. These men hold evil.
I see him! He's over there!
And so Richard, king and savior.
Are you?
Wicked way. The Saracens are routed at every turn. We cast them out of Acre and pushed them from the countryside. Now they retreat to the south.
This place is restricted. Be gone!
He is graced by God. It is only a matter of time, friend. Mortal is ours once more, just as it was meant to be.
Was veranlasst ihn nur? Sich so zu beeilen.
But I was not lucky, young man. Please, more. I'm sure I have something.
Back again, Altair. Always in need of a hand to do your dirty work. This time, Al-Mualim did not order anything. It is just for my own pleasure that I ask you to find some Masyaf flags I've hidden in Richard's district. Since I am a loyal assassin unlike others, I will tell you what people are saying in Akka. It is important information. But this time, try to come back to me faster than the first time.
Anyone help me?
Bandit, j'aurai ta peau. Maudit voleur, je te ferai trancher la main.
You're
foolish action.
Now why is he doing that?
Why is he doing that?
No, you don't understand. I'm poor, sir. I need the money. But I need money, sir. I'm poor and sick and hungry.
We cast the
Stop it, please! You're hurting me!
Maudit voleur, je te ferai trancher la main.
Would anyone help me?
Diebstahl wird mit dem Tode bestraft.
He should stop acting like a child.
Bon sang, qu'est-ce qui lui prend?
It's forbidden for you to be here.
Your hard work is changing my opinion of you. Here is what I know about William of Montferrat. He and Richard had a disagreement before the king left for Jaffa. Since then, William stays in his citadel, surrounded by his army. Do you have what it takes to attack him in this protected environment? We'll see, but I am still doubtful.
Maudit voleur, je te ferai trancher la main. Tu as
Let
un
me go,
problème?
please.
Elender Dieb!
Please,
Du wirst
someone
sterben!
You seem to know exactly what you want. I like that in the
Fear and doubt are the weapons of our enemies.
He hurts himself.
Do not listen to their lies. Poisonous words meant to sow the seed.
You nearly killed me.
You didn't have to do that, now, did you?
Ow! Did you see what that man just did?
Careful, I could have been hurt.
Doch wovor flieht er?
I could have been killed.
I wonder what he's up to.
Be more attentive of why must he run around?
Ow!
Coin.
How careless can one get?
Heathen! This is where you die! I'm catching up to you! Your life ends now! Die, heathen! You think you can lose me? Look out! You won't get away from me! Komm her durch! Oder ich werde euch über den Haufen rennen! Filth! Hard like a rat! Down with you! I won't forget this! Ow!
Rafik.
Word has spread of your deeds, Altair. It seems you are sincere in your desire to redeem yourself.
I do what I can.
And sometimes you do it well. I assume it is work that reunites us?
Yes, William of Montferrat is my target. I've done as asked and armed myself with knowledge. I know what I must do to reach him.
Speak, and I will judge.
William's host is large and many men call him master. But he's not without enemies. He and King Richard do not see eye to eye.
It's true, they've never been close.
This works to my advantage. Richard's visit has upset him. Once the king has left, William will retreat into his fortress to brood. He'll be distracted. That's when I will strike.
You're sure of this?
As sure as I can be. And if things change, I'll adapt.
Then I give you leave to go. End the life of Montferrat, that we may call this city free.
I'll return when the deed's been done.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
He's gonna hurt himself. And when he does...
Could I interest you in this, maybe? No?
You dare steal in my presence! That will cost you your life!
He's gonna hit someone running at that speed.
Wonder where he's off to.
Is there a reason for him to do that?
When is he gonna stop this
Make someone
nonsense?
move so quickly.
What have I done wrong? Please,
And so
what have I done?
Confucius sends hordes of heathen warriors to gather at our gates. A plague upon Saladin! A plague upon his people! We came in peace to the Holy Land to spread the message of our Lord, but they turned away. They refused to accept...
Es scheint mir, als sei auf der Flucht.
"3,000 souls, William. I was told they would be held as prisoners and used to barter for the release of our men.
The Saracens would not have honored their end of the bargain. You know this to be true. I did you a favor.
Oh, yes. A great favor indeed. Now our enemies will be that much stronger in their convictions. Fight that much harder.
I know our enemy well. They will not be emboldened, but filled with fear.
Tell me, how is it you know the intentions of our enemies so well? You who forsake the field of battle to play at politics?
I did what was right, what was just.
You swore an oath to uphold the work of God, William. But that is not what I see here. No. I see a man who's trampled it.
Your words are most unkind, my liege. I would hope I might have earned your trust by now.
You are Acre's regent, William, set to rule in my stead. How much more trust is required? Perhaps you'd like my crown.
You missed the point! But this is nothing new.
Much as I'd like to waste my day trading words with you, I've a war to fight. We'll have to continue this another time.
Do not let me delay you then, Your Grace. I fear there will be no place for men like him in the New World. Send word that I wish to speak with the troops. We must ensure that everyone is doing their part. Warn them that any negligence will be severely punished. I'm in no mood to be trifled with today.
Yes, my lord.
The rest of you, follow me.
I'll have your head!
You have no business here. Leave. Leave, peasant.
Leave this place! Einmal schon habt ihr ihn verloren. Lasst ihn nicht noch einmal entfliehen.
He does not recognize the value of our contributions to the cause.
For shame!
He knows nothing!
He's wrong!
Wer hat das getan? Zeigt euch! Leave, peasant!
Close the gate!
Guards, seal the fortress. Do not let the assassin leave here alive. Useless! I'll deal with him myself.
Rest now. Your schemes are at an end.
What do you know of my work?
I know that you are going to murder Richard and claim Akka for your son Conrad.
For Conrad, my son is an arse, unfit to lead his host, let alone a kingdom. And Richard, the Ancient is no better, blinded as he is by faith in the insubstantial. Acre does not belong to either of them.
Then who?
The city belongs to its people.
How can you claim to speak for the citizens? You stole their food, disciplined them without mercy, forced them into service under you.
Everything I did to prepare them for the new world. Stole their food? No. I took possession so that when the lean times came, it might be rationed properly. Look around. My district is without crime, save those committed by you and your ilk. And as for the conscription, they were not being trained to fight. They were being taught the merits of order and discipline. These things are hardly evil.
No matter how noble you believe your intentions, these acts are cruel and cannot continue.
We'll see how sweet they are, the fruits of your labors. You do not free the cities as you believe, but rather damn them. And in the end, you'll have only yourself to blame. You who speak of good intentions.
An assassin! You're done for! Just give up! I'm catching up to you! You'll be dead soon! This shouldn't be too hard! Now, you should kneel. Looks like you can't win. I'm far better than you'll ever be. This will not be difficult at all. heathen! This is where you die!
Come, solid! Move! Move! Move!
Not in this common!
Do not listen to their lies. Poisonous.
Einmal schon
Look at Assassin!
Lasst ihn nicht noch einmal ventilieren!
He's an assassin! Get him! Die for that! Get him!
Move, damn it! Wir können tun, was wir wollen.
Du schick mit Heilen!
Lasst ihn nicht entkommen! Hinfort!
We should have seen you at Tu ne m'échapperas pas! Je te tiens!
Assassin! He's bound to tire! You're done for! Just give up! Keep up with him! Don't let him get away!
Kill the assassin! Je vais t'étriper!
You hide, but you'll return.
You dirty thief!
Assassin!
I'll have your hand
Don't let
for
him
that.
get away!
Anyone?
What news?
William of Montferrat is dead, and with him his plans for betrayal.
You've done well keeping Akka from his hands.
But why now, when the Crusaders require unity most? He could have waited.
Waited for what? For Richard to return and discover his schemes? No. It was the perfect time for him to strike.
Strange. I was sure he meant to take Akka for Conrad, yet he claimed this was not his plan.
You cannot trust the words of a snake, which even in death produces venom.
I should discuss this with Al-Muallim.
Yes, my friend. Make haste for Masyaf. I am sure he is eager for news.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one. Use counterattacks when faced with multiple enemies to gain the advantage in combat.
Come, Altair. I would have news of your progress.
I've done as you've asked.
Good, good. I sense your thoughts are elsewhere. Speak your mind.
Each man I'm sent to kill speaks cryptic words to me. Each time I come to you and ask for answers. Each time you give only riddles in exchange, but no more.
Who are you to say no more?
I'm the one who does the killing. If you want it to continue, you'll speak straight with me for once.
Tread carefully, boy. I do not like your tone.
And I do not like your deception.
I have offered you a chance to restore your lost honor.
Not lost. Taken. By you. And then you've sent me to fetch it again like some damn dog.
It seems I'll need to find another. A shame. You showed great potential.
I think if you had another, you'd have sent him long ago. You said the answer to my question would arise when I no longer needed to ask it. So I will not ask. I demand you tell me what binds these men.
What you say is true. These men are connected by a blood oath not unlike our own.
Who are they?
Non nobis, domine non nobis.
Templars.
Now you see the true reach of Robert de Sable.
All of these men, leaders of cities, commanders of armies.
All pledge allegiance to his cause.
Their works are not meant to be viewed on their own, are they? But as a whole, what do they desire?
Conquest. They seek the Holy Land not in the name of God, but for themselves.
What of Richard? Salah ad-Din?
Any who oppose the Templars will be destroyed. Be assured they have the means to accomplish it.
Then they must be stopped.
That is why we do our work, Altair. To ensure a future free of such things.
Why did you hide the truth from me?
That you might pierce the veil yourself. Like any task, knowledge precedes action. Information learned is more valuable than information given. Besides, your recent behavior had not inspired much confidence.
I see.
Altair, your mission has not changed, merely the context within which you perceive it.
And armed with this knowledge, I might better understand those Templars that remain.
Is there anything else you want to know?
What about the treasure Malik retrieved from Solomon's temple? Robert seemed desperate to have it back.
In time, Altair, all will become clear. Just as the role of the Templars has revealed itself to you, so too will the nature of their treasure. For now, take comfort in the fact that it is not in their hands, but ours.
If this is your desire.
It is. You are restored another rank. Take back your weapon. Use it to bring honor to the Brotherhood. Altair, before you go...
Yes?
How did you know I wouldn't kill you?
Truth be told, Master, I didn't. I took a leap of faith.
Do not merely hold your blade, become one with it.
Take your time. When moving slowly, you reduce your chances of attracting unwanted attention.
You dare steal in my presence? To your life!
What are you doing? What have I done?
You dare steal in my presence? That will cost you.
He shouldn't
What would cause him
running
to run
that.
like that? Tired of never finding anything useful at the other merchant stalls? That won't happen here. Like what you see?
I don't know. Food. I'm so hungry. Just a little money, I beg of you. I'm so hungry. Just a little money, I beg of you.
You shouldn't be here.
Where is he going like that?
I wonder what he's up to.
I've got what you need. I'm sure of it. Take a look.
Why would anyone do that? Has he lost his mind?
It's forbidden for you to...
No, please don't leave. Just a few coins, please. I need food. I'm so hungry. Just a little money, I beg of you. Please, sir, have any money? Please, can't you spare something? I'm poor and sick and hungry. No, you don't understand. A few coins. All I ask is for a few coins.
You won't find better prices
When you are
anywhere.
exposed, throwing soldiers from rooftops.
You are wise.
Where
Infidel! You cannot run forever!
I wonder what scared him.
I'll get you! Where are you? They're here!
I'll have your head! Stop running! You cannot escape!
After him! Faster! Where is he?
Leave, peasant, before I make you.
Found him! Find out where he went!
He got away. Let's go.
Let's head back.
Hayret. Sanki yer yarıldı içine.
You gave me quite a scare.
Oh,
now. I hope no one was hurt. My good people, your search has come to an end. I've anything anyone could possibly need.
I could have been killed.
Against the will of God,
I've
and must be made to pay.
You are wise.
Everywhere they ride, they leave only suffering.
My
in their
good
wake.
people, your search has come to an end. I have exactly what you need.
Officer!
Turn back now. Come no further.
You shouldn't be here. Be gone. Leave this place.
Away with you.
What is that man thinking?
You won't be disappointed. Please don't leave. Just a few coins, please.
Why is he running around
Now-
like that? Careful! I could have been hurt.
It was good of you to come.
It is an honor to serve. What do you require?
The letter I've given you must be brought to Salah ad-Din's camp. Seek out the one they call Hisham. He will be able to help, but tell no one else of this.
None will know my mission.
Then our business is concluded.
I have everything you'll ever need.
Come, have a look. You won't be disappointed.
You're a fool!
What is he doing?
Like what you see?
Come see what I have to offer.
I beg
Why
of
is he
you.
running around like
I beg of you, just a few coins, please.
Stand in defense of our great civilization. Make no mistake, it is our very existence
Please,
we
can't
are
you
fighting
spare
for.
something? I'm poor.
Altair, my friend, my brother. It's been such a long time. Any news of Ada since she left? No. How sad. I'm sure you'll find her someday. I have heard a feather is lying on top of Abul Nukud's head. Maybe I could help you, but I have a mission myself. I have 4 targets I must eliminate before noon. Let's cooperate, just like old times. 2 for you, 2 for me. They are Abul Nukud's personal guards. You will spot them in minutes.
Come see what I have to offer.
We can do whatever we wish. We can do whatever we wish. Watching, waiting. He tells us always, be strong. Strong like Salah ad-Din. And take up arms against our enemies. In whatever way you can. I've done nothing wrong.
I'll have your hand for that.
Praise be Salah ad-Din.
I have many things.
He has found the strength to stand in defense of our great civilization. Please, anyone,
Spend your
make no
time in
mistake.
filth, blasphemy.
It is our very existence we are fighting for.
There's nowhere to run, old man.
We are all wiped from the world. We must resist. We must push back.
Your life is now.
You will not get away from me.
Somebody do something.
Christian king and his army of infidels. They go against the will of God. It must be...
He seems to be in a hurry.
I'm your man. Come, come. I am at your service.
Can't find him anywhere.
He got away. I've done my part. What about you? It seems you're not finished yet. Return to me when it's done. Be quick. I must report back.
The shaitan is everywhere. Watching, waiting.
Good day, my
He
friend.
tempts us
You won't find battle
He
prizes
looks like he's
anywhere.
being chased
He
by
better
someone.
not cause any
Have a
trouble.
look.
You in some of my wares.
I have exactly what you need. He seems to be in a hurry.
My family's sick and dying.
Why?
Could you spare a
Which
few
is why
coins?
you've
I
come
beg
to
of
me.
you.
You,
I
sir.
beg of
You
you,
look like you
just
need
a few
something.
coins,
Find it
please.
here. I'm sure.
I need food. I'm so hungry. Just a little money, I beg of you. No, you don't understand. I have nothing.
Tired of never finding anything useful at the other merchant stalls?
That won't happen. I stand before you to deliver a warning. Should Richard take Jaffa, there will be no...
Who wasn't that great? Just like in Alep, you remember? Here's something I found on one of the Merchant King's men. I think it's a map of where he has stationed his guards. I'm sure it will come in handy in your mission. Anytime you're in Damask, come see me. You know my door is always open to you. Safety and peace, my friend.
Where's he going like that?
He's going to have I beg of you.
No stopping him.
I beg of you, just a
He will march on Jerusalem.
You seem to know exactly what you want. What I like that.
Useful at the other merchant
guilds.
That won't happen here.
Please don't leave. Just a few coins, please.
He's going to pick some. Know exactly what you want. I like that in a customer.
Where comes the English king and his infidel army? They leave horrors in their wake. Salah-ad-Din rides to meet him. That these barbarous acts
He's going to cause
Leave,
trouble.
what is he doing? You shouldn't be here. Be gone. This won't be too difficult. This is a waste of my time.
ادفع ثمن خطاياك. هل هناك سبب لسلوكه الأحمق؟ سوف يؤذي نفسه هذا الأحمق.
Run back now.
Safety and peace. You want information about the city, I suppose? Right now, I don't have time. I must find some flags which have been stolen from our cache in the rich district of Damask. But with this heat, my legs cannot carry me anymore. Would you be kind enough to help me? Return with the flags, and I'll help you as best I can.
What were you going? يسأله أحد لماذا يفعل ذلك؟
Leave, peasant, before I make you. When will he stop acting like a fool?
Sorun çıkartacak.
فليسأله أحد لماذا يفعل به الأحمق؟
Leave, peasant, before I make you.
Thank you. The Rafik will be happy to see these flags returned. Perhaps this morsel of information will help you. I was invited by Abul to one of his lavish parties. I noticed the fountain in the middle of the Merchant King's palace could be easily climbed. Use this information wisely. Now, if you'd excuse me, I must go.
Why would anyone do that?
سوف يصطدم بشخص ما وهو يجري بهذه السرعة.
Oh, yes. He has found the strength to stand in defense of our great civilization.
Stealing my presents?
I'm sure of it.
That will cost you your life!
Where is he off?
Fires of war consumed the land, and thousands of lives are lost in its defense. It seems a tragedy. Curse the Christian king and his army of infidels. They go against the will of God and must be made to pay.
Just a few coins.
I have your head.
Evidence!
I wonder if
Stay on him! God Almighty, what have you done?
Get out of the way! Get out of my way! You, sir. You look like you need something. We'll find it here.
Die, thief!
Help! Please help!
Dirty thief! I'll take you down!
Yeah!
How did you can't escape! I'll have your hand for that! I'll get you!
أيها المرتد!
You will not get away from me!
Me while you still can!
You cannot live forever!
ماهر جدا! ولكنك لن تنتصر!
Stealing my presents?
الموت للكافر! حسنا خير جدا!
God have mercy on your soul! You are
Altair, my friend. Welcome, welcome. Whose life do you come to collect today?
His name is Abu Nakud.
Oh, the merchant king of Damas. Richest man in the city. Quite exciting, quite dangerous. I envy you, Altair. Well, not the bit where you were beaten and stripped of your rank, but I envy everything else. Oh, except for the terrible things the other assassins say about you. But yes, aside from the failure and the hatred, yes, aside from those things, I envy you very much.
If you're finished, I've gathered the information required to begin my task.
You work quickly. Tell me what you've learned.
Abu Nakud is corrupt to the core and despised by his own citizens as a result. It appears he's been stealing money meant for the people of Damas and spending it on himself. Even as we speak, he flaunts his greed, preparing for a lavish party. His guards and servants should have their hands full dealing with the guests. They won't even know I'm there.
Most impressive, my friend. The others said you'd make a mess of things, but not I. No, I was sure you'd come through, and come through you have. The Bureau is yours to do with as you please until you're ready to begin.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Dirty thief! I'll have your hand for that!
Help!
Die, thief! Dirty thief! I'll
What is that man thinking?
Please, can't you spare something? I'm poor and sick and hungry.
You are wise indeed. Which is why you...
Curse him! Curse the Christian king and his army of infidels!
He must
They
be
go
late for
against
something.
the will
Has
of
the body
God
lost his mind?
and must be made to
Or the
pay.
man is a chicken.
Everywhere they ride,
Welcome, welcome. Thank you all for joining me this evening. Please eat, drink, enjoy all the pleasures I have to offer. Take your time, I will wait. I trust everything is to your satisfaction. Good, good. It pleases me to see you all so happy. For these are dark days, my friends, and we must enjoy this bounty while we still can. War threatens to consume us all. Salah ad-Din bravely fights for what he believes in, and you are always there to support him without question. It is your generosity that allows his campaign to continue. So, I propose a toast then, to you, my dear friends, who have brought us to where we are today. May you be given everything you deserve for it. Such kindness! I didn't think it in you. You, who have been so quick to judge me, and so cruelly. Oh, do not feign ignorance. Do you take me for a fool? That I have not heard the words you whispered behind my back. Well, I have, and I fear I can never forget. But this is not why I called you here tonight, no. I wish to speak more of this war, and your part in it. You give up your coin quick as can be, knowing all too well it buys the deaths of thousands. You don't even know why we fight. The sanctity of the Holy Land, you'll say, or the evil inclination of our enemies. But these are lies you tell yourselves. No, all this suffering is born of fear and hate. It bothers you that they are different, just as it bothers you that I am different. Compassion, mercy, tolerance. These words mean nothing to any of you. Mean nothing to those infidel invaders who ravage our land in search of gold and glory. And so I say, enough! I've pledged myself to another cause. One that will bring about a new world in which all people might live side by side in peace. A pity none of you will live to see it. Kill anyone who tries to escape. You won't have me! You won't, Guard! Stop him! Over here! Get away from me! You're mine!
Be at peace now. Their words can no longer do harm.
Why have you done this?
You stole money from those you claim to lead. Sent it away for some unknown purpose. I want to know where it's gone and why.
Look at me. My very nature is an affront to the people I ruled. And these noble robes did little more than to muffle their shouts of hate.
So this is about vengeance, then?
No, not vengeance, but my conscience. How could I finance a war in service to the same god that calls me an abomination?
If you do not serve Salah ad-Din's cause, then whose?
In time, you'll come to know them. I think perhaps you already do.
Then why hide? And why these dark deeds?
Is it so different from your own work? You take the lives of men and women, strong in the conviction that their deaths will improve the lots of those left behind. A minor evil for a greater good? We are the same.
No, we are nothing alike.
Ah, but I see it in your eyes. You doubt. You cannot stop us. We will have our new world.
You'll never get away. You will not win. Come back here.
Help! I need help! Please, anyone!
Good day, my friend. If there's anything I can help you with, anything at all.
Find him
Trials
anywhere.
of never finding anything useful at the other merchant stalls? That won't happen here. We are the true children of God. You'll find everything here, my friend. There's nothing I do not have. Good day, my friend. If there's anything I can help you with, anything at all. You dare steal in my presence? That will cost you your life.
Word has reached me of your success, Altair.
Abu Naqud's reign of terror is at an end.
I'm glad to hear it.
He killed them. The men and women at his party. It was poison. A coward's tool. Blamed them for the war. Said he wished to end it.
Strange, but then again, the Merchant King was known to be a bit different. Perhaps this was simply a symptom of his madness.
Perhaps.
You sound unconvinced. Speak with Al-Mualim then. He may offer a better explanation.
Yes. We'll see what he has to say.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Die, thief! Thief! You are filth!
We done already?
Get up.
Whatever you say, Doc.
I'm ending the session. I'll be right there. You're sure about this? Yes. No. Everything's Denver. I don't see how he could... Of course. I understand. You're in a lot of trouble, Mr. Miles.
What's his problem?
They're coming for you.
Who's coming for me?
Assassins.
Hey, I had nothing to do with this.
Sounds like they're mounting some kind of rescue attempt. Guess you're more important than you realized.
Man, things just keep getting weirder and weirder around here.
It was bound to happen.
What do you mean?
That little fight your ancestors started during the Third Crusade, it never ended. You're being held by Templars.
Vidic's a Templar?
There's no way you could have known. They hide it so well. But to answer your question, Vidic works for them. We all do. Abstergo is their company.
I thought Templars were old dudes with funny hats who sat around drinking beer and plotting world domination with, like, the lizard people.
No. Except the part about world domination, I guess. Look, Desmond, it's complicated. Half the stuff they say about the Templars comes from crazy tinfoil hat-wearing nut jobs. The other half is misinformation intentionally produced by the Templars themselves.
But they are the bad guys, right?
If there's one thing I've learned since I started working here, it's that there's no such thing. It's all so relative. I guess the best way to explain it is, what they want is good. But the way they're going about it, it's bad. Really bad.
What are they trying to do? Lucy?
Yes.
Miss Stillman, I need to speak with you. Get up here, now!
On my way, Doctor. I'm sorry, Desmond. I have to go. You should turn in for the night. The answer. Answers to all of your questions are right in front of you. You just have to know where to look. Please, Desmond. I'm gonna get in trouble if I don't leave. And I can't leave until you're in your room.
Missed you this morning, Doc.
Get in the Animus.
Use the action view to gather information about your surroundings.
Come in, Altair. I trust you're well rested? Ready for your remaining trials?
I am, but I'd speak with you first. I have questions.
Ask then. I'll do my best to answer.
The Merchant King of Damas murdered the nobles who ruled his city. Majd ad-Din in Jerusalem used fear to force his people into submission. I suspect William meant to murder Richard and hold Akka with his troops. These men were meant to aid their leaders. Instead, they chose to betray them. What I do not understand is why.
Is the answer not obvious? The Templars desire control. Each man, as you've noted, wanted to claim their cities in the Templar name, that the Templars themselves might rule the Holy Land, and eventually beyond. But they cannot succeed in their mission.
Why is that?
Their plans depend upon the Templar treasure, the Peace of Eden. But we hold it now, and they cannot hope to achieve their goals without it.
What is this treasure?
It is temptation.
It's just a piece of silver.
Look at it.
What am I supposed to see?
This piece of silver cast out Adam and Eve. It turned staves into snakes, parted and closed the Red Sea. Ares used it to start the Trojan War, and with it a poor carpenter turned water into wine.
It seems rather plain for all the power you claim it has. How does it work?
He who holds it commands the hearts and minds of whoever looks upon it, whoever tastes of it, as they say.
Then Gagne's men?
An experiment. Herbs used to simulate its effects, to be ready for when they held it.
Talel supplied them. Tamir equipped them. They were preparing for something. But what?
War.
And the others, the men who ruled the cities, they meant to gather up their people, make them like Gagne's men.
The perfect citizens, the perfect soldiers, a perfect world.
Robert de Sable must never have this back.
So long as he and his brothers live, they will try.
Then they must be destroyed.
Which is what I've had you doing. There are 2 more Templars who require your attention. One in Akka, known as Sibran. One in Damas, called Jubair. Visit with the Bureau leaders. They'll instruct you further.
As you wish.
Be quick about it. No doubt Robert de Sable is made nervous by our continued success. His remaining followers will do their best to expose you. They know you come, the man in the white hood. They'll be looking for you.
They won't find me. I'm but a blade in the crowd.
Here, my gift to you, in gratitude for the good work you've done.
Someone tell me why he's doing that?
Focus on your target. Let nothing distract you.
Is he running from someone?
Where is he going?
Take your time. When moving slowly, you reduce your chances of attracting unwanted attention.
Maudit voleur! Je te ferai trancher la main!
Someone do something!
Liebe gehören gehängt!
You are not allowed to be...
Einmal schon habt ihr ihn verloren. Lasst ihn nicht noch einmal...
I hear you're looking for information on Sibran. Karm's found something you'd probably find useful. Best track him down if you want it.
Leave this place!
Someone should stop him before he has... Oh
Does he
my!
really have a reason? Scheint mir, als sei auf der Flucht.
I wonder if he's being chased by someone. I wonder what scared him.
Yes. Come, come. Let me show you everything I have. Is that man think?
Help me! Somebody help me!
Diebstahl wird mit dem Tode bestraft.
Like that.
He should stop acting like a child.
I've done nothing wrong!
Diebstahl wird mit dem Tode bestraft.
Why did you be in such a rush?
He's gonna hurt himself.
Someone tell me why he's doing that.
Mit dem Tode bestraft.
He must not be of his mind.
Elender Dieb.
Safety and peace, brother. I've been looking everywhere for you. I stole this letter earlier today. Read it over. Hopefully it'll be of use.
You're somewhere.
Baker Port is now under the of Master Zimran, exalted leader of the Knights Teutonic. All crew members are to be turned over to the order for conscription. By order of Zimran, all merchant vessels must be turned over to the Teutonic Order. Clear out your cargo! Ship...
When you are exposed, throwing soldiers from rooftops.
By order of Zimran, all merchant vessels must be turned over to the Teutonic Order. Clear out your cargo! Ship deeds must be presented to the Court of the Chain by midday tomorrow. No exceptions, no delays. All docked vessels must be cleared of crew and cargo. Captains are to present themselves to a representative from the Teutonic Order for reassignment. Any attempt to maintain possession of a claimed vessel will be punished severely.
Tu as un problème?
I need money, sir. I'm poor, I'm sick and hungry. My family's sick and dying. Could you spare a few coins? I beg of you, sir. I beg of you. Just a few coins, no, please. You don't understand. I'm poor, sir. I need the money.
Fiche le
No,
camp!
you don't understand. I'm poor, sir. I need the money. Oh.
Leave me alone, for Christ's sake.
You shouldn't have done that.
Never foul little frickin'. I'm supposed to be afraid of you? I'll kill you. I'm supposed to be afraid of you?
Someone's hands here before someone gets hurt.
This is too
Peasants can't fight.
Good Lord, don't make me laugh. I can kill you. I'm supposed to be afraid of you.
Tu as un... Puisse le Seigneur me donner la force dont j'ai besoin.
Die now! Defeated in Einheim!
Il est l'endroit où il se fait die!
Là-bas! Il ne doit pas s'échapper! Catching up to you! Over here! Oh! Mercy, I beg of you!
Do I look like a merchant? No. So go away.
Ow!
That's what happens when you... Is now under exalted leader of the Knights Teutonic. All crew members are to be turned over to the Order for conscription into the fleet. The Acre Port is now under the jurisdiction of Master Zimran, exalted leader of the Knights Teutonic. All crew members are to be turned over to the Order for conscription into the fleet. All docked vessels must be cleared of crew and cargo.
Captains are to present themselves to a representative from the Teutonic Order for reassignment. Any attempt to maintain possession of a claimed vessel will be punished severely.
That was unwise.
This is going on forever!
Someone should stop. Let's fight. I don't want to die.
I'm your man. Come, come. Oh, no, I'm sure I have something around.
Help! He's going to kill me!
Welcome.
Someone save me from the madman! I don't want to die!
Help! He wants to kill me!
By order of Sibrand, all merchant vessels must be turned over to the Teutonic Order. Clear out your cargo! Ship deeds must be presented to the Court of the Chain by midday tomorrow. No exceptions, no delays.
I don't want to die.
All docked vessels must be cleared of crew and cargo. Captains are to present themselves to a representative from the Teutonic Order for reassignment. Any attempt to maintain possession of a claimed vessel will be punished severely.
Who did this? Show yourself! The fight you want! Who's responsible for this?
What are they fighting for?
Kill the assassin! Assassin! Where's the one responsible?
Nice ball. Serves him right. Hey.
Did they let you into the city, or did you fight your way in? Oh, perhaps I should be more respectful, as I myself now require your help. I spent too much time in the harbor brothel last night, and insulted a Teutonic knight's wife, or so I am told. Now there is a group of them after me. Could you give me a hand or a blade? If you return before I leave the city, I will give you the benefit of my wisdom.
Is there a reason, Princess? Painful.
Please,
Why is he doing what?
Who's done this? Tell me!
let me go, please. I wonder if he's being chased by someone.
Il n'a pas pu quitter la ville, alors restez aux aguets.
Hey.
Why are you so cruel? What have I done?
You are a lucky man. You are alive, and I am still in Akka. Here is what I have to tell you. The only thing more dangerous than a drunken sailor is one who is also angry. I know it does not seem like much, but with your wisdom, I am sure it will help.
He should stop acting like a child.
Please, sir, have any money?
Agreed. All ships must now be turned over to the Teutonic Order. Complaints and concerns must be presented to the guild representative at the Court of the Chain. Failure to comply will result in imprisonment. All docked vessels must be cleared of crew and cargo. Captains are to present themselves to a representative from the Teutonic Order for reassignment. Any attempt to maintain possession of a claimed vessel will be punished severely.
You shouldn't have done that.
What? More people fighting? This won't end well.
Why everybody this time?
Someone needs...
Die now.
It's not my fault. I'm only following orders. If you want your ship back, speak with the court.
That's not what I'm after.
Then what?
Sibrand's claimed near 100 ships. For what purpose?
A blockade. They're to sail for open water and establish a perimeter.
For what? Does Salah ad-Din intend to strike from sea?
No, it's not he we defend against, but ships from home, to deny Richard more troops.
Why would one of Richard's own want to see him weakened in this way?
I don't know. Ask Sibrand. They're his orders. I'm just meant to carry them out. Now, please, let me go. I've told you all I know.
I'm sorry. I cannot risk you telling him I'm here.
Please, good sir, do not do...
Gardez l'œil ouvert.
How careless can one get? What a fool.
Damn fool. What's he running from? Scheint mir, als sei auf der Flucht.
Now, why is he doing that?
Greetings, Altair. What news?
Al-Mualim has named another. Calls himself Sibrand.
I am familiar with the man. Newly appointed leader of the Knights Teutonic, he resides in the Venetian Quarter and runs Akka's port.
Yes, I've learned as much, and more.
Continue, then.
Sibrand is said to be consumed by fear, driven mad by the knowledge that his death approaches. He has sealed the docks district, and now hides within waiting for his ship to arrive.
This will make things dangerous. I wonder how it is he learned of your mission.
The men I've killed, they are all connected. Al-Mualim warned me that word of my deeds has spread among them.
Be on your guard, Altair. Altair.
Yes, Rafiq.
I owe you an apology.
For what?
For doubting your dedication to our cause.
No, it was I who erred. I believed myself above the creed. You owe me nothing.
As you wish, my friend. Go in safety.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Let me go, please.
Maudit voleur. Je te ferai trancher la main.
Anyone.
Elender Dieb!
Why are you
Wir
doing this?
sterben! Diebstahl wird mit dem Tode bestraft! The fool could have run into someone.
He must be late for something.
You are mistaken, Master Sibrand. I would never propose violence against any man, and most certainly not against you.
So you say, and yet no one here will vouch for you. What am I to make of this?
I live a simple life, my lord, as do all men of the cloth. It is not for us to call attention to ourselves.
Perhaps. Or perhaps they do not know you because you are not a man of God, but an assassin!
Never!
You wear the same robes.
If they cover themselves as we do, it is only to instill uncertainty and fear. You must not give in.
Are you calling me a coward? Challenging my authority? Are you perhaps hoping to turn my own knights against me?
No. I don't understand why you're doing this to me. I've done nothing wrong.
I don't recall accusing you of any wrongdoing, which makes your outburst rather odd. Is it the presence of guilt that compels a confession?
But I confess nothing.
Ah, defiant to the very end.
What do you mean?
William and Garnier were too confident, and they paid for this with their lives. I won't make the same mistake. If you truly are a man of God, then surely the Creator will provide for you! Let him stay my hand!
You've gone mad! Will none of you come forward to stop this? He is clearly poisoned by his own fear, compelled to see enemies where none exist.
It seems the people share my concern. What I do for Acre! Stay vigilant, men. Report any suspicious activity to the guard. I doubt we've seen the last of these assassins. Persistent bastards. Now get back to work.
Is there a reason for him to do that?
When is he going to stop this nonsense?
Fine! None of you will lift a hand in defense of your master! I'll take care of this heathen myself! Please, don't do this.
You are afraid.
Of course I am afraid.
But you'll be safe now, held in the arms of your god.
Have my brothers taught you nothing? I know what waits for me. For all of us.
If not your god, then what?
Nothing. Nothing waits. And that is what I fear.
You don't believe.
How could I, given what I know? What I've seen? Our treasure was the proof.
Proof of what?
That this life is all we have.
Linger a while longer then, and tell me of the part you were to play.
A blockade by sea. To keep the fool kings and queens from sending reinforcements. Once we...
Conquered the Holy Land?
Freed it, you fool. From the tyranny of faith.
Freedom? You worked to overthrow cities, control men's minds, murdered any who spoke against you.
I followed my orders, believing in my cause. Same as you.
Trouvez l'endroit où il se cache.
Use the scholars you have rescued to pass unnoticed.
Que le Seigneur ait pitié de ton âme.
Tu es fait. Rends-toi. Ah. Poursuivez-le. Un assassine. Attrapez-le. Attrapez-le. Ramenez-le.
Use counterattacks when faced with multiple enemies to gain the advantage in combat.
Greetings, Altair. What news?
Al-Mualim has named another. Calls himself Sibrand.
I am familiar with the man. Newly appointed leader of the Knights Teutonic, he resides in the Venetian Quarter and runs Acca's port.
Yes, I've learned as much, and more.
Continue then.
Sibrand is said to be consumed by fear, driven mad by the knowledge that his death approaches. He has sealed the docks district, and now hides within waiting for his ship to arrive.
This will make things dangerous. I wonder how it is he learned of your mission.
The men I've killed, they are all connected. Al-Mualim warned me that word of my deeds has spread among them.
Be on your guard, Altair. Altair.
Yes, Rafiq.
I owe you an apology.
For what?
For doubting your dedication to our cause.
No, it was I who erred. I believed myself above the creed. You owe me nothing.
As you wish, my friend. Go in safety.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Je te ferai trancher la main.
Help me! Somebody help me!
Maudit voleur!
What's wrong with him?
Je te ferai trancher la main.
Let go of me! I'm not
Voleur! Tu paieras cher de tes crimes.
Where's that fool going?
You are mistaken, Master Sibrand. I would never propose violence against any man, and most certainly not against you.
So you say, and yet no one here will vouch for you. What am I to make of this?
I live a simple life, my lord, as do all men of the cloth. It is not for us to call attention to ourselves.
Perhaps. Or perhaps they do not know you because you are not a man of God, but an assassin!
Never!
You wear the same robes.
If they cover themselves as we do, it is only to instill uncertainty and fear. You must not give in.
Are you calling me a coward? Challenging my authority? Are you perhaps hoping to turn my own knights against me?
No. I don't understand why you're doing this to me. I've done nothing wrong.
I don't recall accusing you of any wrongdoing, which makes your outburst rather odd. Is it the presence of guilt that compels a confession?
But I confess nothing.
Ah, defiant to the very end.
What do you mean?
William and Garnier were too confident, and they paid for this with their lives. I won't make the same mistake. If you truly are a man of God, then surely the Creator will provide for you! Let him stay my hand!
You've gone mad! Will none of you come forward to stop this? He is clearly poisoned by his own fear, compelled to see enemies where none exist.
Seems the people share my concern. What I do for Acre! Ah! Stay vigilant, men. Report any suspicious activity to the guard. I doubt we've seen the last of these assassins. Persistent bastards. Now get back to work.
Ladders are a socially acceptable way to reach a room.
I wonder what he's up to.
Such a strange man.
Use free running to escape from a fight when exposed.
What's going to?
Look, what's he doing?
You're not supposed to be...
none of you will lift a hand in defense of your master, I'll take care of this heathen myself! Please, don't do this.
You are afraid.
Of course I am afraid.
But you'll be safe now, held in the arms of your god.
Have my brothers taught you nothing? I know what waits for me. For all of us.
If not your god, then what?
Nothing. Nothing waits. And that is what I fear.
You don't believe.
How could I, given what I know? What I've seen? Our treasure was the proof.
Proof of what?
That this life is all we have.
Linger a while longer then, and tell me of the part you were to play.
A blockade by sea. To keep the fool kings and queens from sending reinforcements. Once we...
Conquered the Holy Land?
Freed it, you fool. From the tyranny of faith.
Freedom? You worked to overthrow cities, control men's minds, murdered any who spoke against you.
I followed my orders, believing in my cause. Same as you.
Je vais t'étriper! Tu ne m'échapperas pas! Je suis fait! Rends-toi! Ne restez pas là! Écartez-vous! Ne restez pas sur mon chemin! Les flammes de l'enfer vont te dévorer! Ne restez pas sur mon chemin! Ne restez pas sur mon chemin! Il s'essouffle! Ramenez-le-moi! Ne restez pas là! Tu peux pas Il s'essouffle! Ramenez-le-moi! Les flammes de l'enfer!
Du könnt es hier entfliehen! Ist entschwunden. On ne le trouvera pas ici.
Altair, you've caused quite a stir.
I've done as requested. Sabran's life is ended.
So it is. So it is. You should ride for Masyaf and inform Al-Mualim of your success.
Yes. I should return and speak to him. Of this and other things.
Is everything all right, my friend? You seem distant.
It's nothing, Rafik. Just a lot on my mind.
Talk to me then. Let me help.
I need to make sense of this myself first. But thank you for the offer.
It is the men you kill, isn't it? You feel something for them.
How?
Ah, my friend. You are not meant to enjoy these grim tasks. Regret, uncertainty, sympathy. This is to be expected.
I should not fear these feelings.
You should embrace them. They are what keep you human.
What if I'm wrong? What if these men are not meant to die? What if they mean well? Misguided, perhaps, but pure in motive.
I am but a Rafik, Altair, and such things are beyond me. Perhaps Al-Mualim can help you to make sense of it.
Yes, perhaps. Thank you, Rafik.
It is my pleasure to have served with one as skilled as you.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one. Use counterattacks when faced with multiple enemies to gain the advantage in combat.
Welcome home, child. What news?
Another of the named is put to rest.
Then it would appear your work is nearly complete and your status restored.
A question, Master, if I may.
Ask, and I will answer.
Why these men? Jubayer and Sibrand?
Ah, don't you see? They paved the way for change. Ensure threats both old and new are not given cause to intervene.
To weaken them is to weaken our enemy. I suppose that makes sense.
Were these men to continue their work, our work would quickly be undone.
How is that? We've caused them much grief.
We strike at the arms, yes. But this is a hydra that you face, and it is quick to replace that which is severed.
Then we should lop off its head and be done with this.
Soon, soon. We are close. Only one more man stands between us and our ultimate goal.
I will return to my work. The sooner this last man dies, the sooner I might face our true enemy.
Before you go, I have a question for you.
Of course.
What is the truth?
We place faith in ourselves. We see the world the way it really is, and hope that one day all mankind might see the same.
What is the world, then?
An illusion. One which we can either submit to, as most do, or transcend.
What is it to transcend?
To recognize nothing is true and everything is permitted. That laws arise not from divinity but reason. I understand now that our creed does not command us to be free. It commands us to be wise.
Do you see now why the Templars are a threat?
Whereas we would dispel the illusion, they would use it to rule.
Yes. To reshape the world in an image more pleasing to them. That is why I sent you to steal their treasure. That is why I keep it locked away. And that is why you kill them. So long as even one survives, so too does their desire to create a new world order. Take your equipment. Seek out this last man. With his death, Robert de Sable will at last be vulnerable.
It will be done.
Safety and peace upon you, Altair.
What is he?
Where is he going?
Focus on your target. Let nothing distract you. Now, what would cause him to run like that?
Please, don't do that.
When you're out of knives, refill your stock by returning to Messiah, or by pickpocketing thugs.
You are filth!
Help! Please help!
The fires of war consume the land!
Why would anyone do
and thousands of lives are lost in its defense!
Make room!
It seems a tragedy, but I say this is an honor to die in service to God,
I've never seen
fighting
someone do
for
that
what we
before.
believe in. There is no greater glory than this.
You have no business here. Leave.
Praise be Salahadin! He has found the strength to stand in defense of our great civilization.
It's forbidden for you to be
Make
here.
no mistake. It is our very existence we are fighting for. The infidel king would see us all wiped from the world. We must resist. We must push back.
I beg of you, just a
No,
few
you
coins,
don't understand.
please.
I have nothing. What is that man doing?
Leave our city. Take that.
There is no reason for doing that.
Bad news, brother. I killed a Templar this morning. Well, I suppose that's actually good news. I even found a letter on him which I gave to Nemair, who said he'd find you and deliver it. But from the look in your face, I suspect this hasn't happened. Go on then. Don't waste any more time with me. Seek Nemair and get that letter.
My family's sick and dying. Could you spare a few coins? A few coins. All I ask is for a few coins. Please, can't you spare something?
Did he just... What is that? Pis hırsız.
That hurry, sir. Have any money?
Birinden kaçıyor olmalı.
He was a teacher, a false prophet of their lies. But then the way was made clear to Jubair. He saw
Evvelki
what
sefer
must
elimizden
be done.
kurtuldu. Elime boyunca kaçmasın.
Someone should...
Çekil önümden yoksa ederim.
You cannot run forever!
Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun? Gel buraya. Ye. Çekil kenara. Çabuk. Ye. Kaybetmeyin onu. Nasıl kaçmasına izin vermeyin.
Welcome. I have everything you'll ever need.
Burada işimiz bitti gitmiş. Burada işimiz bitti gitmiş.
أشك بأننا سنعثر عليه.
Bir daha Beni yere mi? Seni gözüm kapalı bile Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun?
That won't happen here. They go against the will of God. Must be made
Guards! I saw him kill someone!
Could I interest you in some of my wares?
The shaitan is everywhere.
I am
watching, waiting. He tempts us always.
You'll hurt someone.
Be strong. Strong like...
Where is he going?
Don't do that.
Quick! You're hurting me!
I stand before you to deliver a warning.
What is that?
Should Richard take Jaffa, there will be no stopping him. He will march on Jerusalem next.
Could you spare
We
a
must
few
end this.
coins?
What a fool!
All I
It has
ask
a
is
chance
for
to
a few
begin.
coins.
That city
Damn
is
fool
ours.
must be out of his mind.
I am not...
Hırsızlık yapmanın cezası ölümdür.
Let me go!
Hırsızlık yapmanın cezası ölümdür.
Less! أنت حثالة! Away with you! What is it that you
Hırsızlık
want?
yapmanın cezası ölümdür.
Altair, here. Take this. I've been looking everywhere for you. Now I can finally return to Masyaf. Last time I offered to do someone a favor.
Hırsızlık yapmanın cezası ölümdür. Hırsızlar zararına...
Down, infidel!
Everywhere. Watching and waiting. He tempts us always. Be strong. Strong like Salahadin. And take up arms against our enemies. In whatever way you can. Brave be Salahadin. stand before you to deliver a warning. Should Richard take Joppa, there will be no stopping him. He will march on Jerusalem next. We must end this before it has begin.
Why did you do that?
Be wary, friends. The Shaitan is everywhere. Watching, waiting.
Could you see that
Kept us always.
Want a bargain?
Be
I
strong,
know, man.
strong like Salah Hadid. And take up arms against our
Belki farkında değilsin ama hayatını kaybettin. Kime boyun eğmek istiyorsun? Belki farkında değilsin ama hayatını kaybettin. Beni gözüm kapalı bile yenerim. Yoksa ederim.
اريد ان تموت هل يمكن ذلك
Seni yenemeyeceksin. Belki farkında değilsin ama halihazırda kaybettin.
King and his army of infidels. They go against the will of God and must be made to pay. Everywhere they ride, they leave only suffering in their wake. They say it is a crusade. A crusade for what? Ignorance, violence, madness. We
God curse the one who's done this. Where are you?
Any way we
I'm so
can.
hungry. Just a little money, I beg of you.
What happened here? God almighty.
I wish to see him,
Curse the one who's
to
done this.
hear him speak.
Where are you?
It can be arranged, but we must be careful. There are still those who reject illumination. They would harm him.
Then they are ignorant and afraid.
You seem sincere, but how do I know I can trust you?
It hurts me to even hear you ask the question.
Very well. We gather each day in the madrasa. He comes to speak, and then leads us into the city, that we might cleanse it.
Could I join you then?
Understand that it is a difficult path we walk. Our work demands sacrifice.
I understand.
Then come and meet with us. Let us see how strong you really are.
Who's responsible for this?
All I ask is for a few coins. I need food. I'm so hungry.
Get him!
That's the infidel!
You can't defeat him! That is barbarous!
You cannot run forever! Somebody stop him! He's going to kill me!
Now, come, have a look. You won't be
Please cover the English king and his infidel army. They leave horrors in their wake.
You do not wish me any harm, I know.
Are you blind? Be more
Just be-
careful.
He just disappeared. We're done here. He's gone.
The fires of war consume the land, and thousands of lives are lost. It seems a tragedy, but
We
I
found the
say
place. It's just as you described it.
I suspect he'll want to deal with this himself, and quickly. Best we say nothing to the others.
A wise course of action. Truth be told, I'll be happy when this business is done.
Soon, my friend, soon. Today should see the last of them put to torch. Boy, come here. You still have the letter I gave you?
Yes.
Go and deliver it then. You'll find the one it's meant for inside the madrasa.
curse him! Curse the Christian king and his army of infidels! They go against the will of God and must be made to pay! Everywhere they ride, they leave only suffering in their wake.
Do that again and I'll...
Ah, you seem to know exactly
anything you like. Before you to deliver a warning. Should Richard take Jaffa, there will be no stopping him. He will march on Jerusalem next.
Come, people.
Praise be, Salah
You are...
Die, thief!
What have I done wrong? Tell me, please.
Dirty thief! I'll have your hand for that!
It's the hero of Damas. Come in, stay a while. Tell me all about your adventures.
I'm afraid I don't have the time.
I see. Too important for me now.
It's not that.
No, of course not. How may I serve you then?
Al-Muallim has asked I take the life of the one they call Jubayr.
Salahadin's chief scholar?
Yes. He's turned the other scholars of the city to his cause. Together they intend to work a great evil.
How?
They're collecting the city's knowledge, all its written words.
For what purpose?
To destroy them.
And where will this be done?
They move throughout the city, but first they meet at the Madrasa al-Qalasa. If I go there, I should find Jubayr.
Excellent work as always, Altair. You can stop him before he has a chance to strike again.
With your permission, Rafiq.
Of course. You're free to begin whenever you are ready. Bring glory to the Brotherhood, Altair.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Dirty thief! I'll have your hand for that! Die, thief! Dirty thief! I'll have your hand for that! Curse him! Curse the Christian king and his army of infidels!
Somebody help me!
لست حقير سأقطع يديك جزاء ذلك.
Help! Please help!
لست حقير.
Such a strange man.
Away with you.
You have no business.
Leave, peasant, before I make you.
Every single text in this city must be destroyed.
My friend, you must not do this. Much knowledge rests within these parchments, put there by our ancestors for good reason.
And what reason is this?
They are beacons, meant to guide us, to save us from the darkness that is ignorance.
No, these bits of paper are covered in lies. They poison your minds, and so long as they exist, you cannot hope to see the world the way it truly is.
How can you accuse these scrolls of being weapons? They are tools of learning.
You turn to them for answers and salvation. You rely more upon them than yourselves. This makes you weak and stupid. You trust in words, drops of ink. Do you ever stop to think of who put them there? Or why? No, you simply accept their words without question. And what if those words speak falsely? As they often do. This is dangerous.
You are wrong. These texts give the gift of knowledge. We need them.
You love your precious writings? You'd do anything for them?
Yes. Yes, of course.
Then join them! Any man who speaks as he is just as much a threat. Do any else among you wish to challenge me? Good. Your orders are simple enough. Go out into the city, collect any remaining writings and add them to the piles in the streets. When you're done, we'll send a cart to collect them, that they may be destroyed.
حقير سأقطع يديك جزاء ذلك. لص حقير سأقطع يديك جزاء ذلك.
Who saw what happened here? Leave this place. Come no further.
Oh!
Leave this place.
Good people of Damas, you are doing the right thing. Let us cleanse this city of its poisoned past. You must be made to see the truth. Unbelievable! You must be stopped. Pursuing me will only bring you sorrow.
Çekil önümden. Kime boyunca çekiyorsun? She won't get away.
Join us. You too can be
and his army of infidels.
See how well you handle this thing.
Get him.
Gel buraya.
Yes, he runs from me as he does from the truth. Keep him far from me. See how well you handle this.
Gel buraya.
You must be made. Why? Why have you done this?
Men must be free to do what they believe. It is not our right to punish one for thinking what they do, no matter how much we disagree.
Then what?
You of all people should know the answer. Educate them. Teach them right from wrong. It must be knowledge that frees them, not force.
They do not learn, fixed in their ways as they are. You are naive to think otherwise. It's an illness for which there is but one cure.
You're wrong, and that's why you must be put to rest.
Am I not unlike those precious books you seek to save? A source of knowledge with which you disagree, yet you're rather quick to steal my life.
A small sacrifice to save many. It is necessary.
Is it not ancient scrolls that inspire the Crusaders? That fill Salah ad-Din and his men with a sense of righteous fury? Their texts endanger others, bring death in their wake. I too was making a small sacrifice. It matters little now. Your deed is done, and so am I.
Mat! İnnehu yanıhiku nefsehu!
Beni yenemeyeceksin. Kaçmasına izin vermeyin. Siz Allah'sın. Kaybetmeyin onu.
Defense of our great civilization! Make no mistake!
Pay for your sin.
You cannot run forever!
I'll have your
Out of the way!
Take it down!
Way!
He's firing himself.
Get him!
You've nowhere to run.
There's no way out! He's finished!
Don't let him get away! You will not get away from me!
أنت تتبع طريق الضلال.
I'll chase you down! This won't be too difficult. I'll get you!
You're an infidel! You stand no chance against me! God is on my side!
God have mercy on your own!
أيها الكافر سوف تموت هنا. تنتصر بعد.
That's man by dead man! That's impossible!
Altair, tell me you've met with success.
Yes. Jubayir's fires are extinguished. His life as well.
Excellent news. I had no doubt you'd succeed.
You should have seen it. The scholars followed him so readily. Wasn't just books they fed to fire either, but any man who opposed them.
Such ignorance breeds only evil. You've done a good thing this day.
As with my other targets, he believed he was doing the right thing, clearing a path to a better future.
Of course he would. Such is the landscape of a madman's mind.
The things I've seen these past few weeks, it's as if all the land has gone mad.
And this is why we fight to end the war, that sanity might return. The people are desperate for direction. It's easy for men like Jubayir to prey on this and turn them towards evil. You should go, Altair. Return to Al-Mualim. Tell him what you saw. Let him know the good you've done this day.
Safety and peace, Rafiq.
Upon you as well.
Fast-forwarding memory to a more recent one.
Your life! Dirty thief! I'll have your hand for that! Die, thief!
Not a lot of time, Vic.
Understand there's a narrow launch window.
Wherever it's hidden, time to retrieve it.
I'm working on it.
And when it's done,
He'll be taken care of.
I want that progress report by tomorrow morning.
I've got some work I need to do. So you've got the rest of the night to yourself.
I think there's a problem with the Animus.
Nope, it's working fine.
I'm pretty sure it just ejected me
I'm
when
pretty sure you should shut up.
You ready to finally tell me what's going on?
We have to stop them, Desmond. When they access that last memory of yours, they're just getting started. They want to change everything. The way we live, the way we think, the way we are. You've gotten the lecture from Vidic about what's wrong with the world, how we need order and discipline, so they're going to give it to us. Only we don't have a say in the matter.
How?
The Templar treasure. They think it...
Miss Stillman?
I'm here.
I need you to upload Desmond's files to the database.
Got it.
So what? You're using me to find this Templar treasure? What do they call it, the Peace of Eden?
Yes.
Well, it's looking like it's at Messiah, so I don't know why they're wasting all this time with me. Why don't they just send their people to pick it up?
They can't. It's not that simple. The artifact from Messiah, they had it. It was destroyed in the accident.
Then what are they hoping for me? You know, for my ancestor to tell them?
They're hoping he'll show them where the other ones are.
You mean there's more than one of these things?
Oh, Desmond, you have no idea.
Is there a problem, Miss
No,
Stillman?
Warren. Everything's Denver on my end.
Then, where are the files?
I've got to move these files before he gets suspicious. We'll talk more later.
Wait, what's that mean, everything's Denver?
It means everything's fine.
Why Denver?
It's a reference to Denver International Airport. There's an underground facility there. It's where the accident happened. Aren't you tired?
Time's wasting, Mr. Miles.
Yeah, I'm coming.
We're nearly done, you know.
And then what?
You'll see. Maybe they'll even let you watch when it begins. It's not as terrible as you think.
Look, I know you're not gonna let me leave. So why not tell me what's going on? Humor me.
I'm not an idiot, Mr. Miles. I think you've already learned quite a bit.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Of course not.
All right, let me ask you something else then.
Yes?
Some of the stuff I'm seeing in the Animus, sometimes it seems wrong. Untrue, like the history is off somehow. It doesn't...
It doesn't what, Mr. Miles? Match up with what you read on an online encyclopedia? What your high school history teacher taught you? Let me ask you something. Do these supposed experts have access to secret knowledge kept hidden from the rest of us?
There are books, letters, documents, all sorts of source material from back then. Some of it seems to contradict what the Animus is showing me.
Anyone can write a book, and they can put whatever they want on its pages. Anything. Used to be, we thought the world was flat.
Some people still do.
Yes, and they publish books about it. Or that the moon landing was a hoax. I believe there's also a book claims the world was created in 7 days. A bestseller, too.
Where's this going, Doc?
The point, I suppose, is that you shouldn't trust everything you hear, everything you read. What's that your ancestors said? Nothing is true?
Everything is permitted.
Yes, exactly. It's part of what makes the Animus so spectacular. There's no room for misinterpretation.
There's always room.
Touché, Mr. Miles. Now that I've answered your question, can we begin?
When the Animus shows you are being watched by an informed guard, you should blend immediately.
Come in, my student. We have much to discuss. We are close, Altair. Robert de Sable is now all that stands between us and victory. It is his mouth gives the orders. His hand pays the gold. With him dies the knowledge of the Templar treasure and any threat it might pose.
I still don't understand how a simple bit of treasure could cause so much chaos.
The Piece of Eden is temptation given form. Merely look at what it's done to Robert. Once he tasted of its power, the thing consumed him. He saw not a dangerous weapon to be destroyed, but a tool. One that would help him realize his life's ambition.
He dreamed of power then?
Yes and no. He dreamed, still dreams, like us, of peace.
But this is a man who sought to see the Holy Land consumed by war.
No, Altair. How can you not see when you're the one that opened my eyes to this?
What do you mean?
What do he and his followers want? A world in which all men are united. I do not despise his goal. I share it. But I take issue with the means. Peace is something to be learned, to be understood, to be embraced.
He would force it.
And rob us of our free will in the process.
Strange, to think of him in this way.
Never harbor hate for your victims, Altair. Such thoughts are poison, and will cloud your judgment.
Could he not be convinced, then, to end his mad quest?
I spoke to him in my way, through you. What was each killing if not a message? But he has chosen to ignore us.
Then there's only one thing left to do.
Jerusalem is where you faced him first. It's where you'll find him now. Let this final offering lend you strength. Go, Altair. It's time to finish this.
He's going to hit someone.
He's going to run into someone.
What would cause him to run like that?
What is that fool running from?
He seems to be in a rush.
Use free running to escape from a fight when exposed. Sprint to lose your enemies, and jump through merchant stands to avoid the crowd.